In this video, I'm going to show you how to find and mark a wall stud for less than $1. In the picture, you can see my plastered wall. It's drywall with some knockdown texture on it. I have 3 magnets that are circled. Those are rare earth magnets. I'll explain that in a bit. And I have a piece of blue painter's tape aligned with the 3 magnets. And those 3 magnets are sitting right on top of the wall stud. And I'll show you how I got there. To get started, you're going to need a drinking glass. I like to use one that's got a steep angle to the mouth and a smooth size. And I like glass because it's nice and slippery. I think you could probably use plastic as well, but this is the glass that I use. You'll also need a rare earth magnet. I like this size, which is 1/4 inch long and 1/8 inch in diameter, or for you folks that are on the metric side, about 6 millimeters long and about 3 millimeters in diameter. It's an N52 rare earth magnet. I bought it on eBay. I buy them by the dozen or in lots of 20. They cost you a little bit less than $1. Try to get an N52. The nice thing about getting a cylindrical one is the poles will be at the opposite sides of the cylinder, the faces of the cylinder, the round faces of the cylinder. And because that's where the pole is, that's where the field lines are concentrated. So it has the highest magnetic strength on the top and bottom of the cylinder rather than on the sides of the cylinder. And you'll see how that works out for us. Okay, so let's get down to action here. I've got my rare earth magnet sitting at the bottom of the glass. I'm going to place the glass on the wall. The curvature of the glass is going to allow gravity to have my magnet slide on down to the face of the glass. And then because the magnet's a cylinder, it will naturally align so that one of the poles of the magnet is facing the wall, which gives us the strongest field lines. Okay, so let's get down to business here. And you can see now I'm just getting it so that the magnet is inside the glass and along the wall. And now I'm just going to move the magnet around here. Let me see if I can get this thing in focus for you. Oops, something happened there. Oh, there we go. And now the magnet is aligned on the screw. And notice that, of course, the pole of the magnet is directed towards the screw. And so now if I have several of these, I can just leave that there as a mark and do it again. Now, your drywall screws are probably supposed to be 6 to 8 inches apart, but I know in this house, this guy really skimped out when he built, and my next screw is not going to be there, but I have an idea where it's going to be, so now it becomes even easier. I get my magnet down there, and I think it's somewhere, they're about 12 inches apart or so. There we go. And now we got the magnet. Look at how far apart these are. That's pretty thick for who built this place. But there you go. And so that basically will find your drywall screws, which is where your stud is at. You can kind of wiggle them around a little bit and see if you can maximize the attraction so that you're at the center of the screw. But, you know, if you've got several of these, you can just go ahead and leave them, and I could go and mark another one going further on up. You get the idea. It's not rocket science here. Let's see here. I'm trying to see what the hell I'm doing. So now I'm just kind of following the line where the stud is. I don't know how far this guy went before he put another screw in. Hopefully he didn't go all the way to the top. Oh, there you go. So, and the beauty of the glass is you can see when the magnet catches, and the magnet's now there until I'm ready to, I've got a non-permanent mark of my stud, and you know, I can put blue tape. I can put a blue tape line along that if I so needed to, and that's what I'll do for this project. But you get the idea, you know. So
Yeah, you could go get one of those fancy wall bots. That's my understanding. You have to calibrate them. They don't work as well as they show in the video. Imagine that. But here I've got these, for the cost of 3 N52 rare earth magnets that are 1/4 inch long and 1/8 inch in diameter, or approximately 6 millimeter long and 3 millimeter diameter. I've got my stud mark. I thought that was pretty cool.
And here you see the final thing I did was take some blue painter's tape, align it with the magnets, and now I've got a line for which I can just drop down that line and put in a screw, and I will hit a stud, and I've got a nice secure connection. I just took a look on eBay, and I found 20 N52 rare earth magnets in my size, 1/4 inch long by 1/8 inch diameter, and the cost was $20, and I didn't even look around. Actually, it was $15. So, do a little shopping, you could probably get a hold of these and mark all the studs in your house.